Give them something to talk about. Give them something to talk about. Lord, Miss D, Miss D, Miss D, Miss D, you always give me something to talk about, and I thank you for that. Anyway, people, what's up, what's up, what's up? You already know who this is. This is your goddamn girl, Queen B. Yes, Queen B is in the mother effing house. So, guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the latest and the greatest. Yes. So, tonight, we're gonna talk about the Miss Joan situation tonight. Yes, that is what's trending right now. And I have my 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, and dollar about the situation. First, let me say this, right? I'm going to break it down in my, and guys, this is my disclaimer. This is all my own opinion. It does not make it the absolute truth. This is how I assess the situation, and I'm going to give you my opinion on it. So you two particular bloggers, you know who you are. I know you're going to probably grab my video and dissect it and bisect it and twist it and turn it and, you know, try to make it into a negative thing. But all who have ears to ears and all who is an independent thinker, please listen to my video and come to your own conclusion, and do not follow these two bloggers that for some reason every video I make they gotta twist it and turn it like they are the only ones should have an opinion when it comes to the planker shop. Lies you told. Anyway, guys, let's get back to this now. Okay, so Miss D, right? First, let's start with Miss D, right? We all know Miss D has a big heart. I mean, you see it play out on social media every single day. She has a really kind heart. She has a big heart. She don't know how to say no. And if she say no, she still turn back around and she go back on her own words. And she still want to help people, right? All right. So a lot of people on her program, and I said this, a while back, but every time I make a video and I speak about Miss D, all they try to do is pick out the little negative, and they're not looking at the broader picture of what I'm saying, right? It's no disrespect to her whatsoever, but I'm going to give my opinion on it, right? I've said it in the past that a lot of these recipients from Mountain View area, right? I honestly believe at the time, and I still believe that Miss D, I've come across them one time or another. They're not like total strangers to her. These are people that she's been living in Mountain View for many years. She have either heard of them, heard of their plight, I've seen them, I've crossed paths with them. So they're not 100% total strangers to her, right? Once Miss D built the platform that she has and currently have and continue to have, and she realized the amount of support that she could get on her platform, Miss D, because of the heart that she have and the giving person that she is, right? Because she has spoke about it many times of the fact that when she was younger, she used to kind of steal stuff out of her father's shop and give it away to the neighbors or give it away to people that needed it if they want food or whatever. She used to sneak it out and she go give it to them, right? So ever since she was young, she had that kind of heart to love to look out for the less fortunate. As she got older, that didn't change. It seemed to have gotten worse. That every penny that she makes, even if she don't have it, she tried to help and assist, right? Once she created the platform that she has and she realized the strength and the power that she have as far as able to collect money to help people, and people trusted her with their money, immediately, she's gonna look out for people in her neighborhood that's in need, people that she came across that know she, probably needed help, people that she have spoken to before and didn't have the money at the time, nor the financial assistance to help them at the time. Now that she had this huge platform and, she's getting a lot of help, or any help she asks for, she realized that she's receiving it. Of course, she's going to go and look out for some of these people. Now, when she met Miss Joan, according to what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, she met Miss Joan in the process of doing Saloni House, right? and she realized that Miss Joanne's house was right next to hers, Saloni, right? And she probably realized that, okay, this lady looked as if she's trying to build her house. The lady probably came across, real nice to her. Her heart probably reached out to the lady. Maybe she knew the lady from in the past and know that the lady could do with some help. So yes, according to Miss Joanne and how it's coming out now, Miss D is the one that approached her about assisting her in finishing her house. It wasn't Miss Joanne that came to her or came on her program to say, hey, I need the help. All right. I think looking at Miss Joanne and summing her up, there's nothing wrong with this lady. There's no Alzheimer's, disease going on. There is no old age setting in. None of that. The woman is within her right sound mind. The woman can remember the date that she even started on the program, 2019. She can remember details. She know details. She remember that she had, furniture in her house. She remember all of that. She spoke very clearly. She never itched. She never acted as if she can't remember nothing. She never she never She spoke clearly. So it definitely, I'm going to take it off the table that the woman was suffering from some kind of Alzheimer's, disease or some old age disease, right? In my opinion, that's a negative, right? But Miss Joanne come across to me as a woman of pride from day one. Like, she's full of pride. You have some people that's so full of pride that even if they're dirt poor, they rather hide the fact that they're dirt poor, and they won't reach out to beg for help just out of pride alone. Now, when Miss D probably approached her about helping her, to probably finish building her house and, and stuff like that, she probably was hesitant. I mean, we wouldn't know because we wouldn't have seen the hesitant part of it on camera, but she probably was kind of hesitant, especially if Miss D, knowing her, probably explained to her that, yes, I have to put you on camera. These are the people that's going to be helping you. So, my program is transparent, so I have to put you on camera. I could almost sure that Miss Joanne really and truly didn't want to, but at the same time, the idea of getting help and getting her house finished and, stuff like that probably appealed to her more at that point. And Miss D, knowing Miss D, probably made her feel comfortable enough to go ahead and agree to come on camera. That is what she did. All right. From the fact that she came on camera and she started to get the help, and Miss D came in and saw her with her furniture, the stove, the bed that she have, and, the refrigerator, and, it wasn't a huge place, but she appears to was doing okay on her own. But if the possibility is there for her to get her house finished and get some more new furniture and stuff like that, again, she went along with the program. She went along with whatever was suggested to her to get rid of the old furnitures and get new furnitures in. But deep-seatedly, and this is my opinion, deep-seatedly, I think all along she still resented the fact that she has to be relying on someone else to be helping her, right? I think she secretly didn't like it. It made her uncomfortable. But, she went along because, she wanted to get the stuff or whatever. But I think that's where a lot of her attitude was coming from, even from the beginning of the program, when you all witnessed the way she was sounding disrespectful and ungrateful at certain time. Because there's time along the process, I think she probably said to herself, like, what the hell did I get myself into? This is so embarrassing. The camera is always in my face. I'm always being put on camera and be forced to speak and, to say thank you to Planetarians, total strangers that she don't know who they are. And, just being exposed as someone appearing to be needy was very embarrassing for her. And I think she resented that, and she always kept that resentment, right? And again, that's why she probably had these type of attitudes at times throughout the program. Okay. Miss D because she wants to make sure they get the help regardless of whether they want it or not, because she has the heart that she have and she know that they really need the help. I'm sure Miss D sensed some of the ungratefulness along the way, but she pacifies it because she wants to make sure this lady get the help that she needs, because she has the platform to be able to do so, and she wants to make sure she, help her. It's like you having a kid, right? And a kid may make bad decisions in their lives, but because you know better for the kid, you're going to still do what you need to do to help them. You're going to kind of bypass and kind of look over their attitude and their ungratefulness or their behavior, because in your mind, you're the adult and you know better, so you're going to do better, right? And I think in this case, that is what Miss D did. She overlooked a lot of the little red flags, with Miss Joanne, because she still wanted Miss Joanne to get the help. It's the same scenario of, I don't remember that other person name, the one that, those Americans came down was to donate hundreds of dollars to this person, and they found her in the gambling house, and they decided they didn't want to help her. And if you could see the pain in Miss D's face and her voice, like, it's like, I know she's wrong to be in a gambling house, but, I really want her to get the help. Or, it's like it really bothered her that even though she might have been aware of the person's gambling problem, she probably kind of kept that under the table a little bit, only because she know at the end of the day, they getting the help was more important than, people judging them for, being in a gambling house or whatever. And it really hurt and bothered her when the girl didn't get the help because of it being discovered. It's the same thing with Miss Joanne. I'm sure there's a lot of red flag that went down that Miss D probably kind of overlooked purposely, just because she want her to get the help, because she know better, she's gonna do better, right? So that's what happened. Okay, I'm gonna focus on Miss Joanne now. Miss Joanne, yes, you came across very, very, very ungrateful. Regardless of how you felt that, you might have been, embarrassed in the beginning for being on the program, and somehow, you don't want to be reminded of the fact that you had to end up taking help from someone to help, complete your house and to be able to live, a better life. But the bottom line is, you did get the help. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you did get it, and you did accept the help. So regardless of how uncomfortable you may feel hearing it again and being reminded of the fact that you took help from someone with your proudful self, the bottom line is you took it. Bottom line is you did get the help. Bottom line, you did get millions of dollars to help build your house and get new furniture and furnishes and everything like that. So the same way you suck it up and sup it up when you was taking these things from the program, guys, I have a candy in my mouth. I always have a candy in my mouth. Please forgive me. Plus, I'm trying to hold my false teeth in. I don't want it to fall out. Yes, my false teeth suck, because I already know that's what y'all gonna say. But anyway, guys, seriously, right? The same way, Miss Joanne, you sucked it up, sup it up, and you tuck your pride away when you was accepting these gifts and accepting the house and accepting the money and accepting new furniture and this and that, whatever. You should have sucked it up today in front of that camera, and you should have looked at that camera and say, Planketarians, I appreciate everything you did for me. I thank you for for me to be able to finish my house and have a comfortable place to live. You should have sucked it up and did the same thing the way you suck it up and took the money and took the furniture and took the house. So for that, I'm not going to blame it on your old age. I'm just going to blame it on your pride, period, that you refused was to put aside today to say the right and proper and respectful thing. So that part I'm going to give you the wrong for, okay? And, you went as far as to say, well, with or without you, I would have finished my house. The bottom line is you didn't. The bottom line is Miss D allow you the opportunity to be able to finish it without having to do what you're sat in front of your house doing today, and that is to sell sodas and chips and candy, and and you might have been selling it for years and years and years and not being able to finish the house fast enough. She gave you the opportunity to be able to finish it fast. So if it's even that, you should have been grateful for. So to say whether you are not, or whether you helped me or not, I would have still finished my house. Okay. And the bottom line is your house was finished, and it was finished in a very quick and in a fast timing, more than it would have been done by you if you had to do it on your own. So that alone in itself, you should have been grateful. You should have been thankful. You should have been more appreciative. But again, Miss D, when people show you who they are, even from the beginning of the program, when people show you who they are, you got to believe it and move on to someone else that's more needy, that will be more grateful, and will be more in a situation where they could, the help would be more beneficial to them. And leave these ungrateful people right where they at, and let her finish it on her own. And now look, you're in a position now where you have to end up feeling hurt or feeling disappointed because of the reaction that you got today. But all I could tell you is the good deed was already done, and regardless of what, you already got your blessings for doing what you did. So no matter what Miss Joanne say and do at this point, it cannot reverse what God have already granted you and what God already given you for the good deed that you have done. So you have nothing to feel bad about whatsoever. Let her conscience be her own guide. And I know for a fact, Miss D, that if she fall on her face tomorrow morning, you're going to be right there. Of course, Miss D going to be Miss D, and you are going to remind her of her ungratefulness. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you're still going to turn around and help her again. Because if you're doing it for Saloni who have disrespected you in the utmost, Saloni who could have put you behind bars by saying the things that she said, and if you could still turn around and help Saloni and be there for Saloni, I know you would do the same thing for Miss Joanne. At the end of the day, people, let's not use the excuse to say Miss Joanne is either senile, Alzheimer's, or old age is setting in. She knew exactly what she was saying. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was being the ungrateful person that she was born as, because she looked like she's born very ungrateful, very, very entitled, and it was just a matter of she's mad at herself and mad at the world that she had to accept help from people. And in Miss D reminding her of that help, it irritates her even more, because she's trying so hard to forget about the fact that she had to rely on someone, and it's more like, don't give me something and then turn around and talk about it, which is the way she was behaving or acting like that's what Miss D was doing. Is like, okay, we help you and now I'm going to talk about it, and that irritated her even more, and that's why she didn't want to discuss it. As far as her and Tammy relationship is concerned, only her and Tammy could know what's really going on behind closed doors, why she felt so adamant that she didn't even want to hear Tammy's name. Even to mention about what Tammy did for her on her birthday, who knows? Maybe she didn't want Miss D or anyone else to know that she received anything for her birthday. Again, the pride set in. She don't want to feel like a charity case. And Miss D bringing it up probably made her feel once again like a charity case. And it irritated the heck out of her. She makes some comments saying that, what you don't know older than you. I have many complaints, and only Jesus I will complain to. So obviously she's carrying some kind of deep-seated anger and hurt and disappointed about something that we don't know about, and that's also helping to contribute to her response to you today, Miss D. But it has nothing to do with you. Again, you already been blessed, and you already have your you already been blessed for what you've already done, so there's nothing anyone can do to undo that. All right, but anyway, guys, that's my 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, 10 cent and dollar that I wanted to come out and speak on the whole Miss Joanne and Planka Boss situation today. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, any part of the world you're in today. Please, guys, I normally don't ask for no likes, but it seems as if I'm going further and further down in the algorithm. I don't know how to say the word algorithm, because I'm not getting enough likes. I don't be asking for likes at all. I just come out, I speak. Whoever wants to listen. Who don't want to listen, so be it. But according to YouTube, in order to have your videos being suggested out or recommended, you have to have that algorithm up and up. So if you can, and if you choose to, go ahead and just like up the video, just to get me back in the runnings again. And this is it. All right, so Queen Bee love you guys for free. Have a wonderful night. Mwah. Take care and bye-bye.